Welcome back to the Grillzebo. It's a brisk October morning here in West Denver, probably 46 degrees. I'm trying to fight this sinus cold that I've got going on here, but that's beside the point. The point is that a lot of you know that I put this smokestack extension on here to regulate my chamber temperatures, and it does a good job. But I recently got something in the mail. I'm not getting paid for this. I paid for it myself, and I'll show you how much I paid for it too. But I got a LavaLock Baffle system. I've been reading a lot about them and hearing a lot about them from a bunch of guys, and they say they swear to it. So I'm going to put this thing together. I'll show you what came in the box and all that stuff. Put it together, and I'm going to put it inside here. But we're going to do a cook without this. I'm going to take this off and just see how well that baffle plate evens out the temperature in the cook chamber of my XD. So anyway, stick around. I'll show you what's going on. Okay, here we go. It came packed pretty well. This is all down in there. We got a nice little sticker. Got a card from the company I got it from. I'll put a link in the description, but it's Island Outdoors LLC. That's who I got it from. Got a bag of nuts and bolts and a couple of bracket things right here. Now, it doesn't have any instructions with it, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory. It should be pretty easy. I don't see any problem with that. This is what it cost me. I don't know if you can see that, but it was an $89 part for the chargriller Grand Champ XD. It's a heavy-duty steel, and I mean it's heavy-duty. I put a tape measure to it, and it's 1/8 of an inch thick. But with shipping, tax, and all, it was $142. So I got this baffle plate for less than $150. If you can afford it, it may be worth it. I'm going to find out myself. I'll put it together, and we'll put it inside the smoker and do a burn off. Now, it's got a cool little LavaLock, looks like laser inscribed logo right there. But it's definitely heavy duty steel. This is I don't think I've got the stainless, I got the heavy duty. But it comes in 2 pieces. And as you can see, the holes start out small on the firebox side and they get progressively bigger. This is going to bolt right up here. I don't know if you can see that. It's going to bolt right in here and lay out flat. So I'll get this thing put together and get it in there and do a burn off.
Barbecue by the fire, good times never end. Laughter and friendship together we blend. At the campsite we're living free, with songs and stories under the tall pine tree. Stars in the sky, twinkling in the night, laughter and tales by the campfire light, guitar in hand.
Take your little diverter, this is your chargriller baffle plate. Take that out. They say you need to move your little charcoal broiler pan thing out of the way. Now, I don't know. I might be able to get that in there without getting rid of this broiler plate. Let me see. This thing's got a little weight to it. I'll tell you what, it's definitely heavy duty. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I think I'm going to have to move that out of the way. It's going to go underneath there, but I can't get it under there. Plate in the way. It won't go. That's going to be a tight fit right up here at the top. So, yep, this has got to come out. Oh, this is going to have to come out. There we go. Pardon me, I'm getting over this cold. That's going to go right up against that firebox. Those little tabs, they fit right up against there too, really well. So this is what it looks like on the inside. So there we got it. It fit really tight up underneath there. And it goes right up against that firebox. Up in there. Y'all can see that right there. That hook is where the original XD baffle was hanging. And I noticed there was about a 1/2 inch gap in between the new baffle plate and the firebox. So I'm going to take that hook out of there and see if I can get that. See if I can get that baffle a little closer. If that'll even come out, I don't know. That might be built in there. I don't know if there's anything I can do. Well, it turns out that's part of the cook chamber. Those tabs are part of the cook chamber. So I got a little pair of channel locks right here, and I'm just gonna bend that down, bend these tabs down, get them out of the way. All right, well, I practically had to flatten those tabs all the way up against that firebox because I put that LavaLock baffle in there and it was still hitting right up against these little lips right here. So I flattened it out pretty good. I'm gonna see if I can get that in there a little better and get that right up against that firewall. All right, I got this back in and I'm feeling around on the top and on the sides. I feel about 1/8 of an inch of a gap, not much at all. It's a lot better than that 1/2 inch gap I had before. But I feel that's up against that firebox pretty good. And it's fitting in here well. So I'm gonna get a fire going and burn this off and see how well the temperatures maintain. So I'll get back with you after I get that fire going. Well, I got this thing apart. I'm just going to oil down some of this stuff here. I'm just using PAM. It's food safe. It's a lubricant. So I'm going to get up in there and get some of those rusty places that I saw when I had this out. Take care of that while it's out. All right, we're going to shove this back up in there now. Start a fire. Oh yeah, boy. We got the fire going. Look at that. I just got the coals lit. I got everything closed up. Of course, we're going to have a few leaks around some places. I've got those fire starters going in there. Those little boom fire starters. Got the basket of coal right there. You can see that air drawing right in. Got a nice airflow. I got my stack baffle opened up all the way over here. Yeah, pretty much all the way. Ooh, there's some thick, dirty smoke coming out of there, boy. But anyway, we're going to keep an eye on things and see how it goes. It's burning off right now. We're not even cooking yet. We're up to 100 over on this side. Looks like we're at 100 over on this side too. So far, so good. Oh, I'm just kidding. I opened that firebox. I want to get those coals going. Get a nice fire going. Get it good and hot. Got a piece of hickory in there, away from the coals a little bit, as far away as I can get. And I'll use that for some fuel. I've got some hickory and some oak down here. I mean hickory and pecan. And I started my fire off with the Royal Oak supersized hickory blended pellets, charcoal briquettes. Now you can see my smoker's not exactly level. I don't want it to be exactly level because I want the grease from the food to drain down into my nasty little bucket right there. So that's why I have it off a little bit. It's about, let's see, about a ½ inch maybe, if even that. No, not even a ½ inch. Maybe 3/8 of an inch. Over 4 foot. And to be honest with you, the top temperature is sitting at about 160. The left side just above 200. The right side is right at 200. So far we've got a pretty evened out temperature in this thing. Now I've got this stack open all the way. I could probably close that down about, I don't know, about 3/4 open, 3/4 of an inch. I got the firebox closed, except for the vent right there. And so far we've got a pretty consistent temperature from side to side, and it's even cooler up on top, which is not what it usually is. It's usually, you know, blazing up here on the top. But I'm happy so far. We're gonna give it a while and see how it goes whenever I go to cook the food. But I'm burning that plate off right now, and we'll get back to cooking later. Now, just to show you what I'm doing here, I got some apple cider vinegar in a spray bottle. I'm just going to spray some on a paper towel. I already did the left side, but what I'm going to do is open this up, and I wipe down that probe right there. I'm going to wipe down this probe. Just get it clean, get some of that soot off there. Yeah, it needed it. Get those cleaned off. Make sure I'm getting a pretty accurate temperature reading on these probes. And sorry about the camera work there. Try to watch what I'm doing through the lens and through my eyeballs too. But I got them all three cleaned off pretty well. And get a better temperature reading with clean probes. Well, it's been about an hour now, and I don't know if you can see that, but the right side we're just over 250. I just put another stick on in the firebox, so we're just above 250 on the right side. We're just above 250 on the left side, and on the top we're at about 225. I think since the first time I've owned this thing, this is the cool spot on the top. That baffle plate's doing a damn good job, let me tell you that. I got smokestack open all the way. I got the firebox closed about halfway. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play around. I always like playing around with consistency, the temperature consistency and airflow. I'm gonna put that stack extension back up there and see what that does. Okay, it's been 5 minutes since I put that extension back on there, and I've got it open wide. I've got 225 on the top. I've got 225 on the left side, and I've got 225 on the right side. I've got 225 in all three zones in my smoker. That baffle plate, that LavaLock baffle plate, and the smokestack extension, I've got consistent temperatures all the way through, top and bottom. I couldn't be happier. So, the LavaLock baffle, is it worth it? Well, yeah, it's a little bit pricey, but you know, it's a one-time cost. It leveled out my temperatures pretty damn good. It's a solid, good 1/8 inch thick, got precision drills, holes drilled in it. I tell you what, it did a fantastic job on its own. When I put this stack back on there, that's what I had been using the whole time without a baffle. It just evened it out all the way. I got 225 all the way through my smoking chamber now, and I couldn't be happier. So, is the LavaLock baffle worth the price? Yeah, I say yeah. It's a one-time cost. So, that's all I got to say about that. I couldn't be happier. So join me next time. My next video is going to be some full-blown pork chops on this thing right here. Brand new burned-in baffle plate. Got consistent temperatures, so now it's time to cook some food. See you next time.